Have you noticed a huge difference with memes on the left versus memes on the right? And we're wondering, why is that so? Why is the memes on the left just so bad? Well, in this video, I'm going to give you 4 reasons why they are and why it's different to those on the right. And more importantly, why it's important to spot these things out so you can argue back and show, hey, this is why this meme is horrible and this is what you can do about it in terms of giving the right information and calling out the spots where they're trying to mislead you. And we're going to start right now. Hello, my name is Kyle and welcome to the channel. This is The Conservative Take. If you like what we do here at this channel where we take culture, TV, movies, and politics and filter to you the right way, then please consider hitting that like and subscribe button and that bell icon so you don't miss any future content. And if you'd like to support this channel, please go to walkedaway.net and make it known when you first walked away. So in this video, I'm going to talk to you about what memes are and how they've been used in the past 20 years, why the memes on the right are so effective, and why the memes on the left are so ineffective. I'm going to give you those reasons and show you examples for each point to give you an idea of how to spot it. So let's get started. Okay, so what are memes? Now, the word meme is a generic term that can be used for different types of things in different parts of culture, but I'm going to specifically keep it to political, graphical memes that you see primarily on social media. The kind of memes that are scrolling right behind me right now. Okay, these are the ones I want to talk about. Political memes that are typically trying to give an idea and try to make it humorous, or the overarching point is to make it informative or to counterbalance another argument coming from the other side. That is the memes I'm referring to in this particular video. Now that being said, memes have been around for the past 20 years in this kind of context. I like to look back at a group called Protest Warrior. This was a group back in the early 2000s. They were a group that would go out and protest liberal protests. So if someone was protesting the Iraq War, Protest Warriors would be there. And they carry these signs, like the ones behind me right now. And they're really powerful. And why they're powerful is because they were expounding truths that were counter to what that particular group that they were protesting were saying. And that's why it was so powerful. So that leads me into my first point as to why the right or conservatives do memes so well and so effectively. Well, the key point to this is, and I kind of gave you a hint before, is because the left, well, they don't have good ideas. Their ideas are horrible. And so all you have to do is point out the facts of that and do it in a way that's sarcastic, and then you have a really good meme. And that's what Protest Warrior did so well back in the day. Now, those went into other things as the social media came into play, because then Facebook wasn't really a big deal then, like it is now. Neither was Instagram. And so these memes are so powerful for the simple reason, and this is the main reason why memes on the right are so good, is because they're based on data, they're based on logic, and most importantly, they're based on common sense. So when a person looks at a conservative meme and is objective and is not intellectually dishonest, they'll see, wow, that makes sense, it's funny, made me laugh, and that is something that's pretty endearing, and it also makes people want to share it. That's also very, very important. And also they'll see something, wow, that points out some hypocrisy that I hadn't even thought about. It brings out new ideas and it gets discussion going, and it's controversial at times, but people go digging for it and see if it's true, and they find out, you know what, in fact, it is true, because any good conservative meme is going to be true. Okay. So that leads me to my next point of why the left's memes are so bad. So now we're going to get into my 4 reasons why leftist or liberal memes are horrible. The first 2 of these 4 are going to be dealing with the tone or the feel of the meme, and the last 2 are going to be dealing with the content. Number 1, memes that are on the left tend to be angry, mean-spirited. If you look at them, you'll see, wow, this is not something that's enjoyable to read. And you get the sense that they're just mad about something that's going on right now politically, and they just come across as just being mean-spirited. That leads me into point number 2. These memes just are not funny. Okay? One thing on the right, memes typically are sarcastic and they're very humorous. When things make you laugh, you want to share it, makes you feel good. Leftist memes typically don't do that. Number 3, memes on the left that are dealing with finances or anything dealing with numbers are usually totally oblivious to economics. They are economically ignorant. Let's take a look at this particular meme right here. This is a very popular leftist meme dealing with minimum wage. It takes 2 price points on McDonald's for a Big Mac, one in Australia and one in the United States. And they say, hey, look, see, the minimum wage here is one thing and the minimum wage here is another thing, but the cost of the Big Mac is this. And it makes you think that, wow, maybe we can do that in the United States. And it gives the impression that you can raise the minimum wage and not affect cost. That is something that people on the right will say constantly, that if you raise the minimum wage, then you're going to raise the price of the goods because you're passing that on to the business owner, and they're going to have to raise their prices to stay in business to keep the same profit margin. Now, I'm going to leave a link to the explanation to this particular meme and why it's so horrible, but a few key points. Number one, a Big Mac in Australia is 20% smaller. Also, consumer prices in Australia are 17.5% higher, and restaurant prices in Australia are 18.6% higher. And the average meal in Australia for an inexpensive meal is about $1.60 more than in America. But it's facts like this that they don't tell you in the meme, and they give you an impression that is false. And so a lot of these memes are just fake news, and they're reinforcing the fake news. And you gotta dig some more to figure out why they are. But that is what these memes do. They are to indoctrinate, not to inform. They are to make you feel something differently that is not true. And it takes some cleverness to actually come up with this. But I will leave a link in the description below of a good website to go out and check all of these memes for yourself. And so now down to my fourth point as to why leftist memes are so bad is that oftentimes they use straw men. And what a straw man argument is simply taking an argument that your opponent is not making and attacking that argument. We'll see in this meme right here regarding the death of Cannon Hinton. It was a 5-year-old white boy who was killed by a black man. And this is something that's been pretty controversial. And this particular instance is someone taking a straw man and attacking that. So you see in the panels before, he's talking about, well, white kid was killed by this black man, and this Trump supporter is wondering why is nothing being done about it. Well, it actually is the fact that the Trump supporter is worried about the bad coverage, not the fact that the person was not prosecuted. That is the straw man. And so in this revised edition, someone had mocked this up and changed it. That identifies the actual core issue of the meme. And you see it all the time with these leftist memes. They will take something and take a position that the people on the right are not taking, and then they'll attack that and be like, see. No, it does not work that way. And anyone smart enough can just see that right through that. But if you don't know the other side, then you can't make that argument. And these memes are very misleading, and they're nothing more than fake news, similar to the third point with economically ignorant. So what do you think about this list? Do you agree with the 4 areas I have as to why the left makes horrible memes? Please let me know in the comments below. And also, if you've identified some memes that are out there that you want to have me talk about, please also link them in the links below, and I will come check those out and maybe do a future video of that, or maybe respond back in the comments for you. And so if you like what I do in this channel where I take culture, TV, movies, and politics and filter to you the right way, then please hit the like and subscribe button and that bell icon so you don't miss any future content. And if you want to help this channel support us, please share with your friends because we're trying to hit 10,000 subscribers. If you want to also help us, you can go to walkedaway.net and make it known when you first walked away. And also, please check out some content that I have right here.